Hey kids, welcome back to Learn with Maktoum. In this video, we are going to revise first standard maths topics which we covered till now. That is from chapter number 1 to 9. I am going to revise you in this video. Okay, so let's see the chapter names which we completed. Okay, we started with spatial understanding. Then we moved on to solids around us. Then we studied about digits 1 to 9. Then we did 0. Then we went for addition and subtraction, where the sum and difference is less than 10. Then number 10 we studied. Then units and tens. And in the last video we completed numbers from 11 to 20. So in this video I am going to give a brief revision for you people so that you can brush up your things and you can remember easily. Okay. Starting with the first chapter, that is spatial understanding. In this chapter you studied about different positions. Yes. So let's study once again. We studied about something called as top and bottom. Yes. Top and bottom. So for this you can consider an example. Consider this is an object. Idu ಒಂದು object ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋರಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು object ದ ತುದಿ, this part will be top ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪ್, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Example if you consider a pot. If you consider a pot, this part is what? Top, and this will be the bottom. Clear with this? Then we studied about on, under. On, under we studied, yes? So, consider for this example, there is an object, okay? There is an object. So, if you have something here, the object is here. If you place something here, this is called as on that object. For example, there will be a table. On that table, you will be keeping your TV. Yes? So, you are placing an object on another object. So, we are saying on there. So, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಆನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಆನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಡರ್. ತೀತು ಆನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ತೀತು. And also we studied about inside and outside. Inside and outside. Okay. So here, for this you can consider an example of a basket. Okay. So, ಈ basket ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನ ಇಡ್ತೀರಿ. So the fruits are inside the basket. Inside the basket ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Inside ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ. So consider this an object, no, basket is an object. Inside that you are keeping another object. So that time we use inside. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆಪಲ್ ಇಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂತದಾಗ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. So we are going to say it is outside. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಿದ್ರೆ that is outside. Okay. Then we studied about above, below. Above and below. For this example, you can consider the example of a tree. Yes. So, consider an example of a bird which is flying above the tree. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಅಬೌವ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಆನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್, ಅಬೌವ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವಿ, ಅದು ಅದ್ರ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅಬೌವ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೇನೆ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಾ? Here this bird is flying above the tree. Consider one more bird which is flying below the tree. Clear with this? I hope you understood. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹಾರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಇದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಬೋವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಲೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್. ನಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್, ಸಮೀಪ ಮತ್ತು ದೂರ. ಎಸ್, consider this as a door. You are standing here and your brother is standing here. It is you and this is your brother. Okay, so you are near to the door. Yes, you are near to the door. Your brother is far from the door. Yes, clear with this? ನೀವು ಡೋರ್ಗೆ ಸಮೀಪವಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ದೂರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, and lastly we studied about after, before. After, before. For example, here to understand this, if you consider example of a candle. Candle, before burning it will be like this. Before burning it will be like this. After burning it will be reduced. Yes, this is a situation we can see before burning. This is a situation we can see after burning. ಇದು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್, ನಂತರ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್, okay, so the things to be remembered here are those positions. Yes, top means we will be opposite will be what? Bottom. On, under, inside, outside, above, below, near, far, and lastly we studied about after, before. After, before. For example, here to understand this, if you consider example of a candle. Candle, before burning it will be like this. Before burning it will be like this. After burning it will be reduced. Yes, this is a situation we can see before burning. This is a situation we can see after burning. ಇದು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್, ನಂತರ. I hope you understood. So these are the different positions which we studied in spatial understanding. Yes, okay, so the things to be remembered here are those positions. Yes, top means we will be opposite will be what? Bottom. On, under, inside, outside, above, below, near, far, and lastly before, after. Yes, clear with this? Top, bottom, on, under, inside, outside, above, below, near, far, before, after. So this is all about the chapter spatial understanding. I hope I'm clear with this. Let's move on to the second chapter. Coming to the second chapter, solids around us. In this chapter we studied about different shapes around us. Yes, so here you can see these are the main shapes we have. The first shape is called as a square. Yes, and the second shape is called as circle, triangle, rectangle. Yes, clear with that? And we also studied about the what do you mean by side. Yes, what do you mean by side? What do you mean by vertex and faces? So about these I have studied in the in detail chapter explanation, so you can go and watch it out. But mainly you should remember these shapes and their properties, that is how many sides they have, how many vertices they have, how many faces they have. Clear with this, kids? So this is only a brief revision for you people. You should remember the shape names and their properties. Properties you can go and watch my complete video of second chapter. Okay kids? Third chapter, that is digits 1 to 9. So let's write them. ONE1, TW2, THREE3, FOUR4, FIVE5, SIX6, SEVEN7, EIGHT8, NINE9. Am I clear with this? You should be able to read and tell the spellings, okay? With this, you should also be able to tell which number comes after which number and which number comes before which number. For example, in this example, after 1 which number will come? 2. Means after 1 we will have 2, after 3 4, after 5 6. The same example I can also write like this. So the number which comes before 2 will be 1, before 4 3, before 6 5. So I hope I'm clear with this. After, before. And also you should be able to count the objects and write the number of objects. How it is? Say they will give you like this. You have to write the number of objects present in this. How many objects are there? You should be able to count it. Okay, 1, 2. So you have to write 2. Clear with this? So in exams, you will be able to count the objects and write them. And also you should be able to write the after and before. And also you should be able to write this also. Clear with this? So this is a brief revision of digits. Okay. So let's move on to the next chapter. So the chapter 0. So 0 is represented like this. Yes. It is 0. 0 means nothing. Means I don't have anything. That is nothing but 0. Yes. Say you have a ball with you and you lost it. You had a ball, you lost it. So it means you have 0 with you. Yes, you don't have anything. That refers to 0. So only this thing you should remember in this chapter. 0 means nothing, you don't have anything, no value. Clear with it? Moving on to the next chapter, that is addition. So we did some problems, yes? Okay. Now, addition is referred by the symbol plus. Okay? And addition means to join, or you can say to combine. Yes? We'll take an example. Addition is represented using plus. Yes? It refers to joining or combining. Okay. Here, say for example 5 plus 3. What will be the answer? 5 plus 3. So this one I did with fingers help and as well as with the help of lines. So let's do it with the help of fingers first. So the first number, take in one hand. What is the first number? That is 5. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 I have taken in one hand. So the next number is what? 3. Yes, this is a 5 which I took. Now I have to take 3 fingers. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Now you have to count by combining. Addition means you have to combine all and count it. Okay, let's count then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so totally how many fingers? 8 fingers. So that will be the answer. The same problems we will do with the help of lines. Okay, first is what? 5. Draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then second one is what? 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. So totally how many lines you can see now? Count them and write. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines. Yes? Clear with this, kids? Okay. So this you can say it as a vertical addition because we are writing it vertically. The same thing can be written horizontally. How? You can say 5 plus 3. To write the answer, we will be using a symbol called as is equal to. This is equal to symbol, okay? 5 plus 3, how much? Here you can do like this, you can draw line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Now you have to count all and write the answer. Yes? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't say 1 here. You continue from this number only. You said 5. So after 5 will be 6, 7, 8. Don't again start from 1 to 3. Okay? After 5, you will have 6, 7, 8. So 8 will be the answer. I hope I'm clear with this. The one more thing to remember here is when you try to add 0, when you try to add 0 with any number, when you add with 0, the answer will be that number itself. I will show you an example. Say 5 plus 0. It means what? You are having 5 chocolates and 0 means what? Nothing. Means you didn't give to anyone. Means what? You have still 5 chocolates with you. Yes. Am I clear with this? When you add 0 with any number, the number itself will be the answer. So these are the things which you should remember in addition. I hope you can do addition now with the help of fingers or with the help of lines you can do. Clear with this, kids? Okay. These lines you will apply only when it is of single digits. Okay. 2 digits we will see in the next class. Okay. Coming to the next chapter, that is subtraction. Here subtraction is represented using minus symbol. It refers to reducing, or you can say taking out. So let's say example. Okay. The same example we will take, that is 5 plus 3 we took for addition. Here instead of 5 plus 3 we will write 5 minus 3. And always for the first standard kids, you have to write the bigger number on the, you have to write bigger number first, then you will take smaller number. Okay. For subtraction we need a bigger number out of which we are going to subtract. Yes. Okay. Now here 5 we have. 5. Okay, so we will take lines here first. 5 lines you draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then next we have 3 lines. In subtraction, we will not take, we will take out. We will not take more. We will take out from what we have. Okay. So here I have 5 chocolates. In subtraction, I will not take 3 more chocolates. In subtraction, in 5 chocolates only, I will eat 3 chocolates. It is like that logic. Clear with that? In subtraction means what? You are taking out, means, or you are reducing the number here. So what you are doing, you have 5 chocolates, you eat 3 chocolates now. So how many chocolates you are remaining with? 2 chocolates, no? So like that here, 5 lines are there. So out of which you have cancelled 3 lines. So you have to cancel 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Now you cannot consider them. Okay? The lines which you have cancelled, you cannot count them. So the lines without the scratch, how many lines are there? 1, 2. So 2 will be the answer. Clear with this, kids? Let me take one more example. Okay. So let me take 6 minus 3. So let's do this. Yes. Draw 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines we have. Minus 3. So what do you mean by this minus 3 here? We have to reduce 3 lines. Means you have to cancel 3 lines. So let's cancel. 1, 2, 3. 3 lines have cancelled. Okay. So how many lines we have left with? 1, 2, 3. So you can take 3. Clear with this, kids? Now I will show you with the help of fingers. Okay. First is what? 6 is there, no? So let's take 6 fingers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes? Then 6. So out of these 6 fingers, now you have to take out 3 fingers. Out of these 6 fingers, you have to take out 3 fingers. Okay? Let me close this. 1. Let me close this. 2. Let me close this. 3. So how many you left with? 1, 2, 3. Clear with this, kids? In subtraction, we will reduce the number. We will not add more. In subtraction, we reduce them. Okay? So how many we left with? 3. So that will be the answer. Here also you have to remember one more thing. If you subtract any number, with 0, you will get the same number as the result. Clear with this? So you can say 5 minus 0, it will be 5. You can say 6 minus 0, answer will be 6. Clear with this? Any number subtracted with 0, the same number will be the answer. Clear with this, kids? So this is all about subtraction. So let's move on to the next chapter. So the next chapter is number 10. So here 10, that is T-E-N, 10. And to get 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Say you have 9 balls. To this 9 balls, if you add one more ball, you will get 10 balls. So here you should be able to count the number of objects and write the number. Okay, that thing you have to do in chapter 7. Okay, and one more thing is what? So how you can get 10 objects, that you should remember. Like if you can get it in a way like 1 plus 9 objects, or you can get it in a way 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 plus 6, 5 plus 5, 6 plus 4, 7 plus 3, 8 plus 2. Clear with this? So these are the ways in which you can get the answer as 10. 1 ball plus 9 ball, that will be 10. 2 balls plus 8 balls, that will be 10. So these are the different ways how you can get 10 balls. Clear with this? So only these things are enough for this chapter. Okay, moving on to the next chapter, that is units and tens. Units and tens. Here each object is treated as a 1 unit. Okay, so here if I say 1 ball means it is 1 unit. Yes, 2 balls, 2 unit. Yes, the same if I consider 10 balls, how many units? 10 units. This 10 units is nothing but a group of 1 10. Clear with this, kids? Each object is treated as 1 unit. Yes, and the group of 10 units is treated as a group of 10. Clear with that? Okay, consider an example here, like the number 12. Here the digit 2 represent the number of unit and the 1 represents the number of tens. Clear with that? What it means, it is having 1 tens and it is having 2 unit. Yes, 1 tens means how many units? 10 units. So you have to consider 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 units means 2 objects. 1, 2. So this combined is how much? 12 objects. Yes, I hope I'm clear with this. So only thing you should remember is how many tens, how many units. Clear with this? So always this digit will represent the number of units and this digit will represent the number of tens. Clear with this? Okay. The last chapter to revise, that is numbers from 11 to 20. So here you should be able to write the numbers like ELEVEN, that is 11, TWELVE, that is 12, THIRTEEN, 13, FOURTEEN, 14, FIFTEEN, that is 15, SIXTEEN, 16, SEVENTEEN, 17, EIGHTEEN, 18, NINETEEN, 19, TWENTY, 20. Clear with this, kids? With this you should be able to write the after and before. Consider an example here. After 12, 13. Yes. After 14, we'll have 15. The same way example I can write it like before. Which number comes before 13? It is 12. Which number comes before 15? It is 14. Clear with this, kids? And here in this you should be able to write it means you can be able to split these numbers into units and tens. That is important. Okay, you should be able to split these numbers into units and tens. I hope you'll practice. Okay, and I hope this video is useful for you people for the revision of first chapter till 9th chapter. So once I finish the remaining next chapters, again I'm going to revise from those chapters. Okay, clear with this, kids? So this is all about this video. I hope you like this video, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click on that subscribe button down there. And I hope you like this video. I'm going to see your face in the next video. Till then, bye bye.